Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about my one-day schedule to London in England. Of course, it's just imaginary and little impossible because how can you supposed to go to London within a day, right? However, it is just kind of like an imaginary schedule. Just kind of like imagine myself go to London, then what would I do there if I have the opportunity to go to London, England? And here's my plan. Right, so I would travel there for only one day because I think it's just enough for me to see all of my favorite destinations in London. First, I would definitely travel to or arrive to Tower of London. So a little bit of the some facts about the Tower of London. It is widely known as the most important building in England or in over the world too. The Tower of London is the world's oldest visitor attraction built on 1078 by Williams, something like that. I don't remember the builder of this building anymore, but apparently it is very old building, like date back to thousands of years ago. So I think this building is really attractive to visitors because it is really famous and popular for gruesome and turbulent stories about ghosts hunting the castle, which I think is really exciting and fascinating because I'm really into discovering ghosts and seeing horror stories. Like it is just some of my weird hobbies to read horror stories and something like that, so I would definitely check this out. Alright, so here's my specific and detailed plan. So from 7 to 8 a.m. I would wake up really early to prepare myself for this journey. I would have a look around the display of Royal Armor established in 1652. It is basically kind of like the display in the exhibition of the warriors' clothes and kind of like the metals clothes that all the soldiers had worn during the War of London and England between different countries. And then from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. I would pay a visit to the exhibition regarding the castle's horrifying history of prisoners and executioners because it is not only famous for a luxurious place for kings and queens to visit, but it also a prison to kind of like coop all the prisoners and all the enemies of England in that. So it has a very horrifying story, like a prison and a fortress to make all the prisoners in there. So after paying a visit and visiting all that history and the prisoners, I would from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. I would take part in some children's activities to learn more about this Tower of London, like playing puzzles, some games and challenges in order to get a better understanding about this historical place. And one fact I really love about this is that inside the Tower of London also has a huge and massive zoo, which an impressive array of different animals from England, which I would definitely check this out because I really love biology and kind of like having a look at all the different animals because normally I just have the chance to watch some animals documentaries, which I think is a very good chance for me to open my mind about biology, about animals and how they behave inside the zoo too. So that's my first destination. My second destination would be the Big Ben Tower. So probably you've already heard about this. It is one of the world's most famous clock and one of the biggest too. It is also one of the most iconic and recognizable landmarks, not only in England but in all over the world. So my plan for the Big Ben Tower would be from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. You may wonder what will I do between the period of 12 a.m. to 2 p.m. So at that time I would just go back to my hotel and take a nap because I'm just so exhausted after this long journey at the Tower of London, so I would definitely take a fat nap. But after that I will recharge my batteries and have enough energy to pay another visit to another landmark, which is the Big Ben Tower. So anyway, so from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. I would just walk on foot across the Westminster Bridge and around to the Parliament Square to get a glimpse of all the sizes of all the size of the clocks. Like the Big Ben Tower has 4 sides of the clock, and I just kind of have the opportunity to walk outside and look from the exterior layer of the clock, but I think it's just fine to me. So from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., I would have a scrumptious meal of the traditional British meal, which is fish and chip because it is one of the traditional and really kind of like how we say it, iconic meal from all over the world. When it comes to England's food and cuisines, we would definitely think of fish and chips the first, so I would definitely try this out to see how delicious it is. I think that I would have that meal in a nearby restaurant in the Big Ben Tower because a kind of like tonight, like how would I say it? Because that night I would also see the illuminating Big Ben Tower, because at night they would just show the people and show the visitors the chance to look the clocks at a different perspective with a lot of colorful lights and ornaments too. So I would definitely wait until that moment to see it by my naked eyes. Alright, so that's pretty much my plans. I hope that you'll find something useful about this. And if you have the intention of going to the England, then check these two famous visitors' attractions out. Thank you.